Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable with yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound, and while focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra, just follow the sound please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to understand how this practice will help for us to develop our conventional life, and at the same time, out of that conventional development, how we can gain spiritual benefit. So as you know, in day-to-day life, as ordinary people, around us, there are many other machines, technology, and consumer products, and many other methods and patterns we use to get the help for our own life. And it's look like more comfortable for us to go with that things. And at the same time, this all the outside things help us to develop some kind of pattern inside us. When we use that things again and again and again, it creates a certain kind of pattern. So that pattern, another way we can call as behavior or the habits. So that behavior and habits brings us some kind of comfort. So that comfort itself help us to get tangled to again this environment. So if I bring a simile to understand this, just imagine, it doesn't matter how beautiful or how powerful or how expensive the car. Once it gets stuck in the mud, it cannot come out itself. So it needs some help, push or pull from outside, more higher or the greater strength than whatever it carry. So the Dharma or the practicing meditation is the same thing. So our life, when we use the habits or when we live with the patterns, it's kind of, it doesn't matter who we are. Maybe we have so much skills. Maybe we have so much strength. And sometimes when we get tangled in that habits or the emotions or the thought patterns, we can't get out of itself. And when we try to do it again and again and again, what happens? We more sinking to the same thing. But the Dharma or the Buddha's teaching will take you to different level. So when it comes to the practicing meditation, it's yourself is kind of like you are using some kind of effort to get out of the mud. And when it comes to Buddha's teaching, the very specialty of the Buddha's teaching, cultivating this strength inside you. So how you can do that? Because when it comes to generosity and teamwork, in some kind of other human activities, it is very old than we think. But one of the major skills that we have to remember that we can develop in us, when you take one thought, you can develop a strength out of that thoughts, and you can cultivate that thoughts to very great, a higher level. If you look very carefully, all the greediness, anger, war, power, this everything come out of human thoughts. This, whatever we experience in this world, it never came from outside world. It all came out of the human mind. And at the same time, that whatever in the human mind, it start with one thought and start to generate some kind of energy and power around it and build it. So if you not become focused, if you not become aware, what will happen? Maybe some kind of thoughts around you start to get tangled and develop in you invisibly. It's like seeds. It start to grow little by little, little by little, little by little. So meditation is a method. You take a very conscious thought and you start to cultivate it little by little, little by little. So it is not a kind of like you develop the greed, hatred, or the delusion out of thoughts. So that's why in the very first level, we come to very empty, calm, relaxed, unmovable posture. Why? Because our all activities, our all movements, our all behaviors, result of our own deeper thoughts. So then, in the very first level, when you come to very silence mood, whatever the thoughts that in you already start to neutral. And from that place, once all the thoughts become a little bit neutral, calm down, relax, settle down. So your awareness become more sharper and clear. So then what is the thought here we cultivate? intention about the awareness. It's maybe one moment of thought to be aware, be focused. So then little by little, you can generate it. So as example, if we go with the loving kindness, it's a thought. And maybe in the beginning you sit down and just imagine you may never practice loving kindness and you have so much disappointment regarding other people's and their behavior, their reactions. And you have so much unhappiness, unsatisfaction, more suffering related to people. So then you start practicing loving kindness. Maybe you take one person, whoever more comfortable for you. And then you start to practice, may this person be well and happy. It's just a thought used maybe in the very first day. 2-3 minutes you can do it. Even for yourself, may I be well and happy. 2-3 minutes you will do it. By the time it's maybe become boring or get tired, lazy, sleepy. And then, but still, the very next day, 3rd day, 4th day. So like that, you start to develop this one thought. So little by little, now you are capable to develop it to 5 minutes, 10 minutes like that. So then now this thought, see that you cultivate it with being focused to that. So then what happened next? And suddenly maybe somebody start to disturb you. Maybe while you're driving, maybe you go to the market, gas station, in your day-to-day life, maybe at home, maybe your neighbor, maybe when you walk. So somebody may be a little bit disturbed. But before you practice the loving kindness, you had the more anger, disappointment, unhappiness. But now you have ability to bring that. May this person be well and happy. Before you didn't have that option, but you cultivated this option now. So like that, you are capable to cultivate some kind of profitable thoughts in you. And one of the best thoughts is of being awareness, that mindful awareness. So it's a thought. So then you bring it to action. Then you practice. Then awareness. Then wherever you go, now you know being mindful, be aware is something that you have to do just by yourself. And then suddenly when the situation comes, you bring that words to you. So it's something that you cultivated. When you practice little by little, very easily you can bring it and very easily you can use it like everything else. And then by the time it becomes part of your life. So like that, there are many patterns, methods, habits from the samsaric journey we already accumulated. So with those things, we can't move forward maybe. If we move forward like that, this is the result we gain. So then we have opportunity to generate new kind of thoughts, new kind of patterns. So then get that development to yourself. Little by little, that if you are capable to do it, so by the time life will start to become more different. Why? Because when it comes to life, there are situations, there are two kinds of situations. And it can take as a kind of like a two kind of sufferings also, two kind of situations. So the one is when that situations happen, you can handle it. Somehow you can go through it. But there are situations come. You can't handle that situation. You can't go through it. So in that situation, if you bring the awareness as a skill and develop your mind, it doesn't matter whatever the outside condition of that situation, you are capable to go through that. And the situation's the same. Another thing is, there are two kind of behavior in us. That introvert character and outward character. So introvert character is kind of like, it's always self-represent. I am, me, 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 me. It's kind of like deeper from your desires, emotions, greediness, anger, hatred, jealousy. No one can see it. So your egocentric, self-centered mind govern this character. Introvert character. And whatever you do, you always merge with that deeper, invisible greed, hatred, jealousy, anger, desire. An outward character self-represent with the outside layer. Maybe you wearing nice dress. You don't have any kind of like a greed deeply to nourish with that dress, but you need the appreciation, validation from outside world. Maybe you spend so much money to put a lot of jewelries or the makeup on you. And then you go to society and look how other people are going to accept you. And always you do things to hear something from others. It's kind of like you depending on others' opinions. So these two behaviors govern our life invisibly. But if you develop kind of like a profitable skills, especially the mindfulness or the awareness, you are capable to get out of these two behaviors. That is one of the greatest benefit that we can have. It's worth than $1 million. Why? Because these two behaviors of the character can take us to gain billion dollars sometimes. But still, we live in a kind of like a cocoon or the little capsule. We can't get out of it. We nourish that cocoon ourselves. We're never going to transform to a butterfly. You will never get the feathers. You will never see the sun. You will never experience the wind. You will never go to see any flowers. Always, you go through the world, you live in the world, you go eons by eons, you will pass the time. You will go with the people, you live with the people, but still you are blind. You are so caught up in the deeper with your self-centered desire. Like as example, just imagine when it comes to anger. You can't, it make you blind. And greediness, it make you blind. Lust, it make you blind. So those are human qualities, but it always hold us to very bottom level. It never allow us to grow or go higher. But if you have the awareness, you are capable to transform this. And how you transform that? You be changing yourself and stopping the repetition. So the animals have certain behavior, like dogs, like cows, pig. There are a lot of animals have some behavior. So what is that behavior? They can vomit their food and they can eat again. Like cows, you know, at night, you will always see they are always chewing, non-stop, 24/7 chewing. And whatever they eat, they have ability to vomit and chew it. And they live with it. It's warm them, warm up them, awake them. It strengthens their body. It's kind of like allow it the current to flow through the entire body. And we the same. Our memory, our past experience, we vomit 24/7. We eating it again, and memorizing means eating it again and again and again and again and again. That's the human behavior. But awareness, mindfulness allow you to not to repeat, not to do same thing again and again and again. Remember, when it comes to people, we all are, whatever we do, we never do anything only one time in our life. So, but the very reason is we have deeper relationship rather than to the outside world, or rather than Dharma, or rather than the nature. We have deeper relationships to our own inner behavior. So if you see that, it's a kind of like you recover from suffering. If you see it, you go from darkness to light. You are the only one can find that. But most of the time in day-to-day life, rather than go towards that light, or rather than recover from that suffering, we like to live with that suffering. We like to live with that pain. We like to live with that fear. So when you become so comfortable with the fear or the suffering or the pain, remember, it is very difficult to bring the change. It's very difficult to merge with a higher purpose. It is very difficult for you to get into a profitable skill. But still, there is a possibility. How that possibility can take into your life? And first thing is neutralizing, calming down. And that's why sitting is very necessary. And even you don't sit, it's kind of like you sit with your mind. So that means you are not feeding to your own inner chattering or the behavior or the repetition of your mind. And in that way, you slow down that pattern. And once you slow down that pattern, you bring the awareness, become more sharp and clear. And once the awareness becomes sharp and clear, that you start to see how things come to be as they are. And then in that very level, you start to connect to deeper, different vibration or different language. So now in conventional life, what the language we have? So we have the language with the past experience. And it more trigger the memory, and out of the memory, it build up some kind of energy, and it brings some kind of flow and emotion, and it kind of brings some kind of feelings, moment of experience, and it will bring some kind of repetition, life, or the actions. Memory, we bring the memory, we react to that memory. So in that way, we generate some kind of energy, and it gives us the flow. And out of that flow, we ignite, we pinch some kind of feelings. And out of that feelings, we build up reactions. That is the very conventional life that we all go through. But once you start to settle down, once you start to drop the memory, that what happens, you start to tune to the very moment of experience or the feelings. And in that way, rather than bringing the past experience, what happened, the very moment of awareness start to connect your heart and mind, the brain. So that is a different language. Once you develop the connection with the heart and brain, and your awareness become more sharp and clear, so out of that, you build up a different kind of energy. So that energy also creates some kind of emotions. So that emotions, healthy emotions, like go with the respect, go with the generosity, go with the loving kindness, compassion, love, empathy. So those are the emotional level that you generated. So then that also ignite or the pinch some kind of feelings. So then you will start to build up a different kind of reactions. See that now how you shift the method to different level to become a different person. So it is up to you to find which path that you want to walk. So if you look for development, if you want to find a more profitable way, you have an option. Not to bring something from outside, but just be connected with your own heart and brain rather than memory. So when it comes to the very moment of connection of heart and brain, you develop the logical, analytical, critical understanding based with the deeper human qualities, not kind of like a very technical or machine behavior. That is the beauty of the heart. That's why only human has ability to transform this world to hell or heaven. No any machines can do that. Machines don't do the war. Machines don't do pharmaceutical products. Machines don't do politics. Machines can't do farming. Machines can't do any kind of business. From where this all come? This all come out of human intention, human behavior. We use all the machines to ignite and make powerful our deeper human behavior. So then, knowingly or unknowingly, you and me, we all are part of that. But sometimes we can't see it. We see this whole outcome through the outside world, and then we point out about the machines or the technology or something other. But it is we. It is who we are, not the machine. It is who we are. Business means it is who we are. The politics means who we are. It's a human behavior. So for you to change, then start with one thought. Multiply it. Multiply it. May I be well and happy. When you get disappointed, may I be well and happy. When you get sad, worry, may I be well and happy. So that's you bringing some kind of different method to yourself, rather than go with the help of greed, hatred, or the delusion, or the anger, jealousy. So in that way, you build up a different path. And that path will take you to complete satisfaction, comfort, security, joy, pleasure. And through that all, it will take you to change. Not after you die. Every day when you wake up, you are capable to change. You are capable to bring the best and highest qualities in you and develop it as action. You nourish your life through result. So in that way, every day when you go to sleep, it is not the person yesterday went to sleep, even though it is the same bed, even though it is the same room, even though it is the same house. It is a different person. And every day when you wake up, it's a different person. New day, you also new. And through the day, this world, entire world, invisibly, everything get nourished. So you also get nourished. So by the time what happens, rather than caught up, rather than going backward and developing our past experience again and again with the repetition or go through habitual patterns, now we drop it little by little, slowly merge with this journey of the universe. So it's a kind of like an irreversible journey that we all go. There is all the dust to stars to higher, all these bigger planets. Clouds, the winds, the rains, the seasons, this everything go through irreversible journey. That is what we experience. But in that irreversible journey, we always hold it to our memory. That is itself the samsara. You always have opportunity to go with the new moment when you become mindful. So practicing meditation will uplift you rather than turning the wheel, the muddy memory, and go deeper again and again and again, more deeper. Practicing meditation is kind of like giving you the strength to push you out of this muddy past memory. So in that way, you are capable to move forward. So it's your choice. How you can do that? Give little time for yourself and develop the silence, unmovable posture, 5 minutes. Bring the awareness to the moment and merge with the sensation in the present moment and recognize it again and again, again and again. And little by little go deeper into it, and then you will see there's only one thing we all experience, that is change. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. Allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, you can bring it back again and again. Just settle down with the sensation. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chamnihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchutu. Bless you.